Hi, so it's end of 8th of July and we are trying to see कि end of the day positions कैसी बनी है. So this is the top quadrant. So something is looking good. Tech Mahindra, HDFC, AMC, LTTS, AU Bank, and IGL. So they are in the top trend, but unfortunately, they have not yet had उनमें ट्रेंड अभी उतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग ट्रेंड अभी बनी नहीं है. लेकिन नो मैटर वॉट ट्राई टू कीप वॉच और स्पेशली ऑन एल टी टी एस पहले हम लोग बहुत दिन से इसको ट्रेंड ब्रेकआउट ट्रेड किए हैं 2800 2900 और मेरा फाइनल टारगेट 3000 था. अब ये 3000 के बहुत नज़दीक आ गई है. And this is also true for AU Bank, was able to give very good move, and we took the trade in the last hour and we made profit, and then there was a small sell off, but no matter what, going forward, LTTS and AU Bank, they have not been able to have meaningful long positions. The only company which I see over here with a big candle and closing at all-time high is COFORGE, and the COFORGE was a stock which I was able to pinpoint much early, around about at 2 p.m. And we were able to also trade COFORGE today in the last hour. The trend of Indus Tower, though Indus Tower gave a very good a strong closing, but unfortunately the trend is getting weaker, and so is also true for HDFC, AMC, and Havels, as well as Ashok Leyland. So going forward, I think if you have positions in these counters, you should try to book profit. If we look into the top quadrant, we can see that there is not much. The ABFRL also has a sort of sell off. So ABFRL might be one of the companies which might, depending on tomorrow's market sentiment and tomorrow's opening, it might be moving forward. And it seems like people are trying to buy in dips and trying to hold it. So no matter what, NAM India also made an all-time high at 390 plus. We were able to take the trade from the morning from 380 levels, and theoretically it also closed towards the day low. So maybe this is also one of the counters which is going to face some resistance, and it might correct. So अगर आप ऊपर क्वाड्रेंट में देखते हो, यहाँ पे निफ्टी 50 की कोई भी बड़ी कंपनी नहीं है, और ऐसा कोई सेक्टर भी नहीं है जो एकदम निखर के आ रही है. वन ऑफ द ट्रेड्स विच आई टुक वाज SBI Life. देयर वाज अ वेरी गुड रिवर्सल. वी ट्रेडेड इट and we made a huge profit in a very short amount of time. So we were able to enter around about in the last hour during 1010, and it went towards 102223. I closed it at 22 levels, and it actually gave a good opening. So this was one of the reversal candidates which was picked by me at 2 p.m. Yeah, so other than SBI Life over here and Tech Mahindra, so other than that, there's not much of an action going on in Nifty 50 stocks. If we look in the middle branch, Emphasis was a good trade in the morning, but unfortunately there was a sell-off, and I think the weakness is right now creeping in Emphasis. And one of the other things is more in terms of companies like Metropolis. This was traded 2 days ago, and Bharat Forge. So these companies may try to reverse from here, and they might be a good reversal candidate, and this is also true for LTI. We were able to take a trade in LTI, and I was under impression it should reverse in the last 1 hour, but unfortunately it was not able to sustain 4050 levels. Navin Florin was one of the trades we identified at 2 p.m. We took the trade. It was a day low way back then, and then there was a nice long which we initiated, and we got some return. And Bajaj Finserv also is able to showcase some reversals from this level. So maybe Bajaj Finserv might be one of the candidates for tomorrow. Torrent Pharma is weak, but the thing is, even though it is sort of ended towards the day low, still it was able to the trend is getting weaker. So maybe tomorrow Torrent Pharma, if positions are being made, we have to track that. This is also true for Granules. Granules, I think, is one of our very good companies. We have traded Granules in the last week, starting last week, and I was able to close my trade yesterday. And again, today I didn't take any trade, but it looks it might be one of the companies which will have a good run. And REC India, REC Limited was also one of the companies which was identified. This was when we entered on about at 145 levels, which was a breakout zone, 145, 146, and it went towards 147. And this action happened just in the first half an hour. And after that there was a sell-off, and right now it seems like this sell-off sorry, so it will also try to correct towards 140 levels. TCS, since morning I was telling that TCS is looking not good, and theoretically by the end of the day, though there is some selling, so theoretically there are some minute trending. TCS is minutely trending in negative zone, but again, let's see how it reacts tomorrow after today's result. This is also true for HDFC. So you can see now we are talking about big Nifty 50 companies constituents over here. So we have HDFC Life, BPCL, Nestle India, right, TCS, Maruti, NMDC, and HDFC, right, and Lupin also has no positions right now. Marico had a very good fall, and theoretically Marico may be one of the reversal candidates, because the trend is getting weaker, and ITC is definitely again one of the big companies where the trend is getting stronger, and so it might correct towards 200 levels tomorrow. And Strasfin and TVS Motor Reliance had a breakdown, but again, fortunately or unfortunately, there's absolutely no position being made. So those who are either on the long side or on the short side, there's nothing to worry. It's just a consolidating move, and the trend is not yet initiated for downside. And so basically, the whole the top of Nifty 50 is in this lower branch. And that actually raises this question which I asked maybe on last Sunday night of depending upon the data, if the big constituents like say HDFC Bank, though HDFC Bank right now has no meaningful data formed, and that is also at least it's not the trend. And so basically Bajaj Finance is also weak. Close news days are days low, but again there is no particular trend which has formed. So basically, if these top names are coming around over here, how come we can we get a reversal for tomorrow? Aarti Industries was one of the trades which was identified at 2 p.m. for reversal, and you can see this huge reversal which came in Aarti, and this was also one of a profitable trade. And going forward, I think Aarti Industries may try to move ahead. We actually took a BTSD yesterday which was closed in profit, and then actually it fell, and we entered when the signs of reversal were there, and we were able to get some meaningful trade in the last hour. Hindalco is definitely one of the companies which is all slated for reversal, and so it should be in your radar. Other than Hindalco, I really don't see any steel sector company which is showing any strength. Tata Steel as well as JSW Steel, the top two steel companies and Nifty 50 constituents, they closed near days low, but again there's no meaningful data which has been formed. And for Jindal Steel, 388 is basically a support level, and so it seems like though it has corrected, so there might be more possibilities of correction. So other than Hindalco, and that's what I said, other than Hindalco, I really don't see any steel sector related company which has a data which is going to give us some strength. And this is also true for Bandhan Bank. Bandhan Bank gave us a very good move in the last 1.5 week, but again it seems like it's going to correct, and the trend is getting stronger. Fortunately, big private banks like ICICI Bank, which ended in days low, they still don't have any trend. Hind Petro was one of the companies which we traded, and today it had a good sell off, but it seems like Hind Petro may be reversing from here, and it might try to go towards 309. I think yesterday I closed Hind Petro in profit, and yesterday or day before yesterday, I don't remember, it was around about 308 levels. I don't remember. I have to look into my trading journal to understand. But theoretically, Hind Petro is looking it's trying to take a support around about at 280 285 levels. So that's all, folks. For Tata Motors, definitely. We have been talking about this. We also even took a short trade when the 310 was broken. You can understand very easily by opening a chart why 310 was important levels which Tata Motors should have closed above. Going forward, I think there is some more weakness in Tata Motors, so maybe a level of 300 or would be able to give it some strength and some reversal. But yeah, until and unless the data turns negative, data turns positive, I'm not going to think about creating long positions. No matter what, we have discussed this yesterday, and yesterday I took also a trade. 315 is a very good resistance for now, and we have to track the breakout about 315 and below. The resistance, the below channel is 306. So we have to see in which way, in which direction the breakout is coming. The good thing is the trend is strong, and so maybe if a breakout or a breakdown comes in, the chances of a breakdown are much higher. Then we would be able to make some very quick and very good money. So thanks a lot for listening. Hope this video is going to give you some idea about the constituents of Nifty and how they are placed in the whole spectrum. और यहाँ पे देखिए हम यही बोल सकते हैं कि ऐसी कोई भी कंपनी नहीं है अदर देन डेफिनेटली कोफोर्ज जिसमें आप आग बंद करके पैसा लगा सकते हो. I mean, this is just a saying, don't do that. So going forward, I think I would try to understand if positions are being made in COFORGE, LTTS and Tech Mahindra, and maybe it's because of the TCS results sentiment that the IT companies are trying to show some move. And going forward, just SBI Life might be a very good buy in dips strategy, and it actually worked today. But going forward, tomorrow I would suggest that depending upon the sentiment of the market and the global indices in general, so I would be skeptical, or I would think twice going after breakouts or all-time high trades, because I think people would have the mentality to book out. So the best thing would be to try to take trades in weak counters, and if we are able to understand the weak counter, say just for example TCS looks weak, of course tomorrow the movement will be based on the result and the positions, but as of today TCS looks weak, and I have been telling TCS is weak since last 1 week now, at least from Monday onwards after my vacation. And you can watch any of the market watch or any of this long video which I post at the end of the day. I have been talking about don't enter IT is not showing any strength, and the only way we can have some meaningful positions, say for example, is in companies which are definitely showing strength and weaknesses. One of the very good example is a TVS Motor. Strasfin is one of the companies which was Shriram Transpose Finance was one of the companies which we had a very good run in the morning. But unfortunately it dipped, and now it seems like again this reversal may come in Shriram Transport Finance. So no matter what, McDonald also had a fall, and it seems like it's getting weaker, and maybe a 650 region would act like a very good support for McDonald to reverse. One of the trades which I was very much interested, and I tweeted about it, and I mean it is SAIL. So I think for 123 in SAIL is a good SIP level for me, and I think that going forward that SAIL might be one of the companies which will reverse from 123 to 125 levels, and this is something which we have to see tomorrow. Of course tomorrow if the market opens with a gap down, then all the stocks and would open with a gap down, and then we have to do the new analysis of finding which all companies are able to cope with the weakness in Nifty and how Nifty is going to behave tomorrow. But going forward, I can say that companies like State Bank of India and ICICI Bank, which had fall. Similarly, let's have a look with Kotak Bank. So here you can see Kotak Bank day low. What about Axis Bank? Axis Bank day low, but no one has any positions which are getting made for the weakness. On the other hand, companies like ICICI Prudential Life Insurance is getting showed some sun is looking not so good, and theoretically it might from the current levels go towards 600 and 610 levels. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope this video is going to help you, or best of luck with your trading tomorrow. Bye bye.